Hey, it's Janice Sam here with Everyday Chaos, and we have some talking to do. First of all, I wanted to point out, why the fuck am I making these videos? Of the whole 50-50, because that's what we're doing here. We're going to talk about it. It's important because here's the thing. This is not a coincidence. It's not. Think about all of everybody's situations right now. There's so many divorces going on, mine included, and that's why I'm talking about it. And I literally am trying to get to the point of how you can fix it so it doesn't happen to you. Number one. Number two, I'm trying to get you used to talking about your life experiences. If you go back and actually watch all of my documentaries and start there, you'll understand what my channel is about. You'll understand if you go back to other videos, it's a health channel, it's a fitness channel, and part of health means health in your relationships, health with your brain, health with all kinds of things, because it's a health channel, okay? And that includes a lot of things. It's also everyday chaos, because life is chaos, okay? It is already in end times. There's so many things. If you have not been paying attention to the world around you, where you been? Where you at? What you doing? It is definitely like there are so many prophecies that have already happened. Like we are in end times right now. We are already in Judgment Day. So I'm trying to influence you, whoever's watching, to share your human experience, because we're all spirits having a human experience. And I'm trying to make it normal to share your human experience, because when God's here and he's judging all of us, your story is going to be heard by everybody. So you may as well get comfortable in the uncomfortable now. Plus, it helps you work on the things that are in the dark that need to be worked on. Why? Because of repentance. Repentance cannot be granted without permanent changed behavior. And how's the best way to work on that? By getting comfortable in the uncomfortable, by talking about your human experience. Repentance can only be granted while you're in your flesh suit. See, if you died tomorrow and you don't repent for anything that you've ever done, he's going to be like, I don't know you, get the fuck on out of here. So it's about saving souls. You see what I'm doing? So why not share my story to start it off with? So if you're not paying attention and you're just judging me by some of the clips that you see and you're not actually at my channel to learn it, but you want to talk smack, guess what? I'm walking karma. Walking karma. God will get ya. Because I'm trying to work with him through this channel. And I'm using my life experiences, my human experience, to open the door for you to open your door. You understand? Does that make sense? So that we can all work on this thing and have God live with us, because that is the ultimate peace. Don't we all want peace? We all wanted peace, yeah? We all wanted actual freedom. Can't have that without God here. So what you doing? My whole channel is Janice Sam, Everyday Chaos, and the Bedroom Workouts. We are a fitness channel, but we're also a health channel, okay? Health goes with a lot of things. Mental health, physical health, relational health, you know, with your relationships, your marriage. So we're talking about 50-50 in a marriage, because apparently right now it's a hot topic. Have you seen what's going on? Men are sitting here like, well, she needs to do this and submit. She needs to do this and submit. I brought home the paycheck. That's all I have to do. And if you have kids, especially if you have 4 and more kids, let's talk about the 4 kids, right? If you have 4 kids or more and you're expected to do this all for free, yeah, let's talk about it. 50-50 in a marriage is, I take a career cut. So in order to equal that, to be equal, you got to be okay with giving me half your paycheck. Because here's the thing. You will gladly pay an RN, because I would need an RN for my special needs son to keep him alive. Watch him. Make sure his medicines are on time, because he suffers seizures. So an RN would be quite expensive, wouldn't it? But you're willing to pay an RN and call it work. You're willing to pay a maid service and call it work. You're willing to pay for a personal chef. Some people do. Not all of us. Some people do. And They call it work. You're willing to pay for food delivery services or grocery delivery services and call it work. You're willing to pay a nanny and call it work, but I'm supposed to do it for free? And on top of it, apparently I'm a gold digger. And we're going to get into that. As we're going through our divorce papers and we're going over the money part, I honestly didn't know how much he made. Didn't really care. Didn't need to know. I've been trying to work on my own business. If you're trying to work on your own home business, you understand that it's not a get rich quick scheme. And I got a bunch of different outlets. Like I'm trying the YouTube thing, like in desperation of like, I want second income because I'm tired of being in debt and I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't want him to have the whole burden of always paying everything. That's the point of me wanting a second income, but I can't actually go anywhere because I have a special needs son who needs me constantly. And it would be hella expensive to pay for an RN. And she would have to do homeschool because he can't actually go to regular school because of his medicine schedule. It would interrupt class. So come to find out, he makes a lot. And I thought it was only about $5K a month. Okay, it's a lot more than that. He fucked up. We talk about it. What happened? 2 days before Mother's Day, I get to find out, and he gets to show me the videos him and this girl are sending back and forth of each other. Remember? Yet I'm the bitch. Because I made him, after you cheat on me, you're not going to get treated the same. Listen, I'm still going to handle all the housework that I normally do. Because that's my job. Right? While you're gone, I'm holding down the fort. Right? But you know what? For that treatment, you can absolutely fucking do your laundry. You can do your laundry. And every now and then, you can pitch in, taking turns with the kids, unloading the dishwasher. I didn't even ask him to load it. I asked unloading. And then the third thing I asked for him to do, fix his bond with his kids. His kids never see him as it is because he's always gone. This has been like this our entire marriage. No matter what job he was working, whether he was farming, which farming waits for no one, he was gone from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m., his kids literally do not know him. But when he does come home, all he does is yell at them about their grades. And I asked him to fix his bond. But apparently, I'm a bitch. And I'm a gold digger. Now, I filmed some stuff a different day, so we're going to go over that though, because I really want you to see what it is. And then it's crazy because it's like us stay-at-home parents. We're just nothing. We're just lazy pieces of shit. Now, my videos of the 50/50s, I have actually been coming at some of the stay-at-home parents because there is no reason while they're gone all day, whether you're the stay-at-home mom or the stay-at-home dad, doesn't matter. There is no reason while your spouse is gone working all day that your house looks like a tornado hit it. There's no reason for that. No. If it's that much stuff and you're that overwhelmed by doing things, you have too much stuff. Get rid of things. Stop hoarding things. If it does not have a spot on a shelf or a rack or a drawer, it cannot belong here. You know what I mean? Why are you doing it to yourself? So there's a lot that I'm actually coming at some of the stay-at-home parents for. And mostly it's like tips of like how to not have it be like that. You know what I mean? Because it's 50-50, right? 50-50, right? So if you're the stay-at-home parent, it's our job to make sure that most of the meals are done, right? Because we have to feed them. We got to do all this stuff. And what the worker parent doesn't understand of why we're burnt out is because everything is on repeat. Repeat, repeat, repeat. It's different when it's one child or 0 children, right? Absolutely different. That's easy. If you get 2, 3, 4, 8, my sister-in-law has 8. Could you imagine if her husband came home and called her lazy with her 8 kids that she has to manage? Are you kidding me? We have to constantly be a constant supply of entertainment, of reinforcement of behaviors, which we have to model. what that looks like, because children learn through observation before words. And then you want to be, Tony, you want to call me out and be all mad because heaven forbid he does his own laundry. Wow. Oh, but he changed the oil and changed it. How often? Every 6 months? Or I could just go get that done myself. How often is he fixing appliances that get broke? Maybe once a year? Oh, wow. So that absolves him from any other type of work to do at the home in a shared space. You may as well just live in a different house if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. Speaking of that Tony guy, so I calling him out because he had commented, calling me lazy. You can go read the comments yourself. You can read the whole thing. It's funny though, because then I mentioned him in another video and was like, no, dude, seriously, I have this really cool idea, which I still do think you should do, Tony. So where are you? Banter with me back and forth about this. Do it. Or someone else if Tony's too scared. That's okay. The second I told him, share your feelings, he ran away. Go figure. It's interesting because, and this is my husband included, you can totally do all kinds of nasty things with me, but you can't talk to me about your feelings, and then you want to spiel, oh, well, my daddy didn't do that for me, and I didn't, if I wanted to see my dad, I had to work, so I was working since I was 8 years old. You know, I didn't have to do that. And anytime I would do it, I would get out of the housework, so, you know, I would just go to work, so I didn't have to do any of that because I always did it wrong anyways. Okay, number one, you're not a child anymore. Number two, you're an adult. Number three, you are not your parents. You are you. And we are supposed to do better than what our parents did. It's called evolving. Wow. Scary. I was a single mother of 2. And I was figuring it out all on my own. I didn't need you back then. You convinced me you were the right guy for me. You convinced me that you wanted to work. And no matter how many times I've tried to get a job and do something, even if it was medical transcription again, to be at home, because that's what I did before I had to move. And I had to move. We talk about why I had to move. I had to move because I was on my 5th police support with my dad. I was trying to save enough money to get out of my parents' house because I had no choice, you know, being a single mom. Didn't have anywhere else to go, starting from scratch. And now I get to start from scratch again. Yet I'm a gold digger. That's interesting. Because I've been trying to make my own money, but you won't let me. And every time that I've tried, you either put a house in my face that we have to remodel and I have to put everything else that I've been working on hold, or you tell me, you don't need to make the money. That's my job. I want to be the provider for you. I want to do that. Besides, if you made your own money, you would just leave me. My money was supposed to help with getting out of the debt that we're in to your mommy. And 2, so we can have fuck off money. Travel money, vacation money. My money can go towards the kids' clothes. It can go towards the food, go towards the gas, go towards this, go towards that. And it's not just all on you. But apparently, if I had my own money, I would just leave him. Yet you're the one who keeps stepping outside the marriage. That's interesting. Hence the divorce, right? I didn't need you. I wanted you. I don't need you. You understand? So when he called me a gold digger, I was like, okay, that's the last slap in my face of disrespect. We're done here. You win. You don't have to work on this marriage. You win. We're done. And it's crazy because we were doing the paperwork, and I started the paperwork, and I was actually feeling good about it because the last time we talked about it, I was pretty sad, right? And now that I'm working on it and was working on the paperwork, I'm like, yeah, this is okay. This is going to be fine, blah, blah, blah. I'll figure this out, and my thing's going to take off, and it'll be fine. because I got stuff in the works as it is. And then I was hanging some string lights because we had to take them down to paint the deck, and I was rehanging them. But this time I was hanging them different, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm not going to have anybody scrutinize against me about how I hang something, or why are you hanging it like that? Like, I can do whatever I want now, and I don't have to feel like I'm not doing enough when he's coming home. Like, I had this reaction of, even though I already cleaned the house a couple of times to keep up with it, you know what I mean? And major scrubbing, whatever, because that's, I like a clean space, okay? I'm kind of a clean freak. But here's the thing. And it's not always, like, I do have clutter, especially in my room, because my room is also my office, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. Small space, it's fine. But that being said, it got done, right? But like the second he would come home, I would like rush around to be like extra busy, even though everything was already clean. I was just like, well, find something else. There's got to be something else that you can look busy with. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or I'd be making sure to hustle with, sometimes I'd look him up where he's at and be like, okay, make sure I got dinner going. You know what I mean? And I had talked about that before, because dinner can be totally fun with both you doing dinner, and it's like a shared thing. And then that actually equals more boom boom time, because, hey, you gave me some attention that I've been asking for. Oh, and you got attention that you've been asking for, and it's like equal. But yeah, stringing up the lights and everything like that, like, made me realize that, like, I don't gotta worry about it anymore. I'm not gonna be scrutinized anymore. I don't have to worry about panicking, because I do stuff, but I always feel like it's never enough or never good enough. And it's like, I don't have to feel that anymore. And neither does he. And he doesn't have to worry about me and being upset about his porn usage. He can carefree over there, you know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about corn usage. Even from my own perspective, when I got addicted to it, okay, and why I completely stopped, and why it's actually really bad for you, and why it affects you in the boom boom time. And I'm gonna give you a tip. Guys, we know when you've been watching. The second you enter us, we know. Okay, just like how horses and dogs get that intuition of something's off, so do we. Some of us are so good at it, like me personally, I actually see the movie that you saw. Because we're telepathic beings. Did you know that? No, you didn't? Oh. I talk about that in another documentary about my head injuries, and how I found out that we are. So we're telepathic beings. And when you're that close to someone, you can actually see the movie. Do you know what that does to someone whom you say you love? You're so beautiful. If I was, you wouldn't need it. You wouldn't. And then there's no connection. There's no actual connection. It's just a physical thing. And it wasn't any actual connection. And it really fucks it up. But you know, I'm just a bitch and a gold digger. So let's talk about that gold digging, shall we? Remember, I filmed this. I don't think I even had makeup on. I just was like, whatever, because I was pissed. So we're going to talk about that. Enjoy. Okay, so since we're on that subject of I'm just staying in it for the money, let's see what we got here. That laundry basket he had before we even met, that right there, that's part of a bedroom set that we got from a friend of ours for $1,000. And that's, you know, a shared thing. That desk right there, that was free from our old house, because that house, it was going to be condemned, and then it had to be a cash offer, so we had to borrow some money from his mom. But anyways, that's beside the point. That came with the house, because they were kind of hoarders, and I guess they owned a salvage store or something, I don't know. And anyways, they had a bunch of stuff in the basement that was there. That was free. That was also free. That was from his aunt. She had a couple of those. She used it as her sewing tables. It's just a kitchen island, basically. And, that was free. That's my wardrobe. Not the stylish person. I'm not very fashionably sensible anyways, but also the things that I do like, they're really expensive, and I'm just not willing to pay that. And so I kind of settle to look like a bum. That's fine. I've been trying to want to get into dresses, but we'll see. And then this is his, this is his side. Okay, also, he's also not fashionably sensible either. Curtains, those curtains were free. His sister gave them to me because she didn't need them. So you guys, the house itself, we got a really good deal on this house. And he kept insisting on a fixer-upper. So this is the second fixer-upper that we've done. And so we, with the loan that we took out on the other house, we got the materials needed, like the floor, the walls, the stuff, including the vanities. But yeah, I mean, that's normal when you're trying to do that. That is a painting that my grandpa did. That's mine. That was free. Okay. Over the years, I did kind of acquire some stuff. Sometimes I got these as gifts for canvases because I like art and I like to be simple, and you know, those you can actually get good deals at Michael's for canvases, and that stuff, like, it's a hobby, but like a hobby I don't have to hoard because I can sell it, which is me making money off of it. These couches, let's see, how old is okay, so my first two kids are mine. Okay, he adopted them. And then we have two, that's Levi, the one with the seizures. We have two that are his and mine together. So this couch we've had since our daughter Aubrey, so she's what, 14? So we've had that couch for 14 years. It is starting to break. We do need another one, but you know. Apparently that's only mine.
Someone else. Do a
Games for developmental growth and family fun. That's just for me.
I couldn't
The mini trampoline, just for me. I didn't want that for Levi. It helps with cerebral palsy stuff and strength, keeping strengthened up. Plus it's a really good cardio thing. Definitely not so everyone else can have it too. It's just for me. This table was made by a, damn, it's dusty in here. We need to clean, but and excuse the mess. It was Halloween last night, okay? So anyway, this table, this is all me. Definitely wasn't made by our neighbor who used to be an old worker of his family business. And we really liked it and wanted it because we wanted it. No, it was all me. That table and the chairs that go with it, they're rocking chairs, that was free from our neighbor. Gold digger of me, I guess. Okay, my truck. This is a truck that he decided I definitely needed, and he insisted on me having it, right? And I'm very grateful for it. How do you show someone that you're grateful for it? It rained, I couldn't freaking clean it, okay? I take super good care of it. I clean it all the time. I'm actually a car freak, and that's kind of just, and plus that's my way of showing how I appreciate something, is how well I take care of it. Sometimes he does the oil changes on it, and sometimes I go get that done. Tires need to be fixed, I usually go get that done. Sometimes he is available and would rather save money, and he decides to do it, and that's fine. A lot of times I'm sitting here like, I'm like, hey, when you go do that, I want to learn it. That way you don't always have to do it, and I can do it myself. But then he tells me, that's my job, and then if you're just doing it yourself, why do you need me? But I guess I'm a gold digger for that. This extra freezer we've had extra because we raise cows, and it holds the rest of it for us, but you know, that's just me. That tractor right there, it is a necessity, but it was a really good deal at the same time, and we already had that implement from when we owned the farming business that we owned before. But you know, that's all me. Drive lawnmower made my life easier for sure, and we did go ahead and do that because of the last property that we had. It was a whole acre of mowing, and it really sucks to do a push mower, and we had an electric one, so he did help out with that. It was $900, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was. And then the excavator he just now got because it was a good deal. Sorry, I got cut off. Had to do medicine time. Okay, so anyways, the excavator, he got it for a good deal, about $6,000 at an auction. And it kind of is necessary because we needed it for pipe stuff, but you know, that's all me. That wood stack right there was because he decided and we both kind of decided on this, that the back deck, we could cover it and then it would save the deck from getting too much snow on it and then like, you know, falling. But you know, that's on me. By the way, about the truck thing, he has a truck as well. Okay, so the red truck and the black truck, those are my oldest son's trucks, and he bought that with his own money. But the silver car behind is Preston's sister's old car, and he bought that so he could have a putt-putt car. But also we needed another car for Riley. But you know, that's all me, the gold digger. We're on 5 acres, okay? And this was a steal of a deal because we were on a budget. We took a loan out on our other house, which is a rental right now, so that we can have all this, right? And I actually insisted on having a house that was already done and didn't have to do with a whole lot of work. That way I can concentrate on the second income that I've been working on trying to achieve. And that's been really hard. Doing your own family business thing, it's hard getting started. And he even knows the struggle because of when we started our own. But yeah, we go through a lot of eggs, so that's why they're chickens. But you know, that's all me, the gold digger. The trailer and the razor, I guess that's all me because, you know, we do family stuff and his family is really into going camping and razors and stuff, and so we wanted that also so we could fit in and join in and everybody has fun, and you know, but that's all me. And those quads, those aren't the kids, those are mine. Yeah, that's for me, not the kids to enjoy. Yeah, the trailer way back there, that's his family's trailer, that's not part of ours. We got this container. I will show you something that's inside the container that is mine, is something that I wanted for myself. Good morning, Joe. My bike. That is me. That was all me. This snowboard is mine, but I had that way before our marriage. There's a lot of stuff in here. Those tires, those are his first handrail stuff. A lot of this stuff is actually an accumulation of both of ours. But to be honest, the majority is his. Right now we have stored in there some bikes, like bicycles. And his is a $3,000 bike that he rode once. Hasn't ridden again. And then there's his sandrail in there, but he had that before me. And that's his family's trailer. And Miss Roxanne, this is mine. I had this is what my daddy gave me. Okay, so mine, pre-marriage, mine. But you know, I'm a gold digger. Looks at this craft stuff and all these shells. I got that from my sister because she was giving away stuff. But that was given to me for free. A lot of the stuff that I have acquired has actually been given to me for free. This office chair we've had forever. He had that actually. Wait, actually, that was given to us by one of his, no. That chair actually is from Justin. My son bought that and then he didn't like it, so he gave it to me. That's what that chair is. The other 2 chairs that we had before. And this precious guy, he was actually free, given to me by a neighbor, and I did pick that one out. And he is mostly mine because I'm the one that he bonded with the most, so he really just listens to me. But also, like, Preston was never really around to help me with him, and he really didn't care to be part of all that training part because, like, he likes dogs, but he's not, like, as big a dog lover as me, but he's cool with me having it, you know what I mean? But, like, I'm a gold digger. I will admit this, because I grew up poor and we literally starved a lot of the time, especially in the winter. I promised myself that I would never let my kids know what true starvation feels like. So my cupboards, yes, are always full, although they would kind of tell you that there's nothing to eat. They always tell you there's nothing to eat. Anyone else's OCD going rapid right now because nothing's literally organized, and other people live in this house and they don't like to keep it organized because you're the only freak. It's really hard, but I've learned to give up on that in life, and it's hard because my OCD is just like... We have food, and it used to be that a whole shopping cart full of food at Winco was $200. It's now $400, plus you have to take a trip to Costco once a month, and that is also like $400 to $500. And that's what I spend money on. Literally. That is, and then bills. And then bills. And then the occasional doctor trip. If it has to be a helicopter flight because of Levi seizures, that's costly. But that's, I mean, I guess that's where I'm the gold digger. Mind you, I'm also the only one at the hospital, and sometimes I have to be there for 3 days because it takes that long to get him back to normal. But apparently I'm a gold digger for that. Okay, but now that I did some of my videos today, because YouTube is also something that I'm trying to make money on, and I kind of need like thousands of subscribers to even make money. So could you like subscribe so that I can make money? Because apparently I'm a gold digger. I need to clean because I mean, you saw what I got to clean today because I didn't clean yet, and it's 12. Usually I get this done in the morning because I want it over with, but like
We just got the blessing of life.
I was too worked up over needing to make this video, so I gotta clean. Phew. All right, done. Cleaned, no more clutter, and I mopped. Okay, thanks for listening to the rant today. You guys have a better day. Hope you're doing great, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Peace.